What is happening, guys? Welcome back to Redbeard's Garage, and the 2024 Turkey Bay Redbeard's Garage meetup is officially over. It is Monday after the fact. We got home yesterday around 3 o'clock, and what a great turnout and what an amazing time. So before we get into this ride footage, we normally don't ever put out any kind of ride footage because it's just so hectic to film there. We're trying to spend our time with you guys that took the time to come out and hang out with us. And it's just so chaotic, all the work it takes to get to a meetup, and then of course managing everything at the meetup and making sure everybody's safe is just a lot, mentally and physically. So we rarely film, and we usually never even go through the footage because a lot of people don't watch ride footage. A lot of people say they want it, but then it doesn't really do good on the channel. So we don't take the time to do it. But this time I made sure, because people's been asking about ride footage for a long time, we made sure to film a buggy video of us riding the buggies through the trails, and this will also give you guys an idea of what the trails are like at Turkey Bay if you want to come to an event in the future, because we're going to have one every year at Turkey Bay. Super affordable. I think camping's $12 a night, and then they sell it by vehicle, so it don't matter if you have 6 people in a vehicle, it's 20 bucks per vehicle, and that's good for 3 days. So super affordable, other than the traveling expenses, of course. But I wanted to really quickly say thank you guys for everybody that came out and hung out with us and spent their hard-earned money to travel up there and to camp with us, and all the efforts that everybody put in. We couldn't thank you guys enough. That you would take time out of your life to come and spend it with us is greatly appreciated. Thank you for everybody that came and hung out. We have a lot of great people we get to meet, and we get to hear about your projects and what our channel means to you, and what our videos have helped you through, and we really appreciate that type of stuff. And again, just people taking the time and spending the money to come spend it with us is awesome. And another thing is the people that it took, the help from people to get to this meetup. It was extremely frantic. We could have filmed some really awesome videos of prepping for this meetup, but we just did not have the hands and the time. Becca, Miss Redbeard, my wife, whatever you want to call her, she was busy all week before getting the camper ready, of course prepping meals and stuff. She kept us taken care of off the trails, and just what a blessing it is to have a wife that, for one, is interested in the same stuff that I'm interested in, that supports me through everything, and that takes care of us and makes sure everybody's safe. And love her to death for that. So Miss Redbeard, if you're watching this, thank you. So she couldn't film, she couldn't hold a camera, and I called in some reinforcements. I don't know if you guys remember Dave. He helped me with the SEMA buggy. I always call Dave or Chris Schmidt when we get into a time crunch, because they really helped me knock out some stuff. They're great fabricators and great company. Dave came down and spent 2 days of his time helping me prep for the meetup. He was running the lathe. I was building engines. He'd be machining parts. He also made a chain tensioner on a bike for me. Really helped us out, because without Dave coming and spending his time, we wouldn't have been able to have as many vehicles at this meetup. We had 4 mini bikes. We had the Coleman B200 RSV that had my 224. I actually didn't even touch that bike the entire time. And then we had 3 Trailmasters. One was the electric Trailmaster from Electric & Co. And then we had the Chinese motor was installed on my MB200, and then Lonnie's MB200 had the 236cc stroker from EC Carbs. So that's what bikes we took. Then in buggies, we took the 999cc buggy. We did have to emergency. I had to make a chain tensioner and adjust the shocks and stuff and redo the exhaust literally 2 days before loading it on the trailer. So that was pretty frantic. And then we took the 2-seater Roketa buggy that we actually built a 670, just did a light governor removal, heavier valve springs, slapped onto the Roketa buggy. And we also, the week before, I had built a 4-inch wider front suspension, which was very well needed at this meetup. I'm glad we got all that stuff done and re-geared it. So that's what we took: 2 buggies, 4 mini bikes. We was trying to take a 5th, and this brings me into the sponsors that helped us to get to this meetup, which was EC Carburetors. EC was sending stuff out. They brought a lot of giveaway stuff. They supported us through this whole thing. And they actually came out and rode, Carol and Mark, and they both had a great time. And they drove the crap out of some vehicles. So we can't wait to see them at our next meetup. That was an awesome time. So thank you, EC, for all the stuff that you provided for us to give away. We gave away over $1,000 in parts and prizes at this meetup. And we can't thank our sponsors enough. Harbor Freight was another one. They gave us some tool sets, engine and stuff, and we was able to pass those on to you guys. So that was awesome. And then right at the end of the week, when we was about ready to leave, week before actually, we contacted NR Racing, and now we're going to be doing some videos with NR Racing, which is a great performance company. And they actually overnighted us some parts. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to even get that buggy going. We have the big block we built right here with some of their parts that they overnighted. So huge shout out to NR Racing. Even though that buggy wasn't able to make it, we just 100% was out of time. And actually had a car breakdown 20 minutes or 20 miles into the trip. Luckily, Jackie Jones Ford in Sweetwater, Tennessee loaned us a 2024 F-150 to pull our camper with. Without them, we would not have had a nice place to stay. So huge shout out to them as well. So we did make 2 different ride videos. We did one on mini bikes, one on buggies. We're going to be doing the buggy video today. We're just basically showing you guys the trails and stuff to see, to help you see a glimpse into Turkey Bay and see if you want to try to make it out next year. So without further ado, me and Becca will be in the Roketa buggy and Lonnie is in the 999. So hope you enjoy the video and we'll see you at the end.
few moments later.
So I think, I don't know if our pulse pump went out or what. I thought we ran out of gas. There's just stumbled like we ran out of gas. Could have a foul plug, don't know. Could have a pulse pump bad. Our fuel filter's don't look like we got any fuel in it. So I think the pulse pump has a little breather. It gets clogged. Sometimes there's just that. I don't know. We're out to the dock. We'll figure it out later. So as you can see, Turkey Bay is an amazing set of trails. There's super easy stuff if you want to do stuff like hill climbs. There are those options. We normally never go to those parts because we don't want to put anybody that's with us in a situation where they're uncomfortable. So we try to stay on the slower trails. We ride the creek banks and stuff and just let everybody experience a good riding trip. We never want people to feel out of place or like they need to do something to fit in and then get hurt. So awesome set of trails. This isn't even this is just a small percentage of what Turkey Bay is, but you can see that the Roketa stopped running right as soon as we got it. Couldn't have broke in a better place, and I thought we ran out of gas. And on further looking at it and stuff, I'm pretty sure the way these 670s get their pulse for their pulse pump is they take it off the block, and they do put a filter in between the block and the pulse pump to help filter out some oil if it does splash out there. And I think that filter got clogged. So we do need to move that port to the intake side. That's where we like to run them, is after the carburetor before the head somewheres, and that would have solved this issue. And that's what we're assuming is it is, or the pulse pump could have went bad, either one. So we do have to fix that, but everything held up great. All of our chains, our sprockets, all of our fabrication stuff held up flawlessly. We did beat on these buggies pretty well, and to have little go-karts out there, you know, or whatever you want to call these vehicles, these buggies, it handled really well. I didn't show a ton of Lonnie's footage because his camera, he didn't put on the same helmet he wears at the house. So, and I'm telling you, we're like on the wire in time when we're getting ready. There's so many people we're trying to wrangle up and stuff. It gets chaotic. But Lonnie put on a different helmet than he normally wears because of the dust, and his helmet was canted a little bit, and wasn't the greatest footage, so I didn't think I would add too much of it because it kind of, you're watching it with your head tilted trying to see more. So but it was a great time. I hope you guys can come out. We're having a 10-year anniversary for Red Beard's Garage at Turkey Bay. We're going to be down there for an entire week. We're going to give away thousands and thousands of dollars of prizes for people that come. So we can't wait to celebrate with you. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and also watch out on rbgcars.com because we do announce that stuff on there as well. So Miss Redbeard is working on everything right now, getting all the dates set in stone. Then we'll put that out to give you guys plenty of time to get vehicles ready, to get arrangements with work or whatever. And we really hope you guys can come out and enjoy the trails with us. God protected everybody, and no one got hurt other than a few little scrapes and bumps, you know. No one got seriously injured, and it was just a great time. So we thank you guys again. We thank you to all the sponsors that helped us get there, and all the friends and family that helped us to be able to get to this meetup, because I'm telling you guys, if you could see behind the scenes, it was wild getting ready for all this stuff. And it's amazing that we didn't have anything break other than that buggy fuel pump, which, you know, really wasn't our fault. And then we had a set of wheel bearings and a mini bike blowout. Kept on riding for hours, and it worked out fine. So got a lot of maintenance to do on some stuff. We're going to be filming all that, some post-ride maintenance to show you guys what we kind of do when we bring our bikes back in from a meetup like this and what all we broke. And we'll get everything tuned back up for the next meetup. So thank you guys so much for supporting us, watching these videos, and I hope you enjoyed this ride video. And we love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to have this career. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you guys again. We love you, and God bless.